Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my everyday makeup routine, so let's get started. So I bought a few new goodies at Sephora and I'm really excited to try them out. So the first product we are trying is this blurring primer by Laura Mercier. Usually I always go for something more hydrating, but I just feel my face is very
oily right now.
So I want something that will blur it a little bit more. And this product is absolutely amazing and does the job. So I just massage that in with my fingers all the way throughout my face. Beautiful. It definitely absorbed so much of the oil already. So after putting a primer, my second step is always going in and filling in my eyebrows. I love using the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. This stuff is amazing. It has two sides. This is an ink stain, so it really stays on your skin. And the other side is a waterproof pencil. Okay, so I like to start with the ink side, and this honestly really imitates that natural hair-like look, which I love because it doesn't look like you have anything on. So I just like to follow the natural shape of my eyebrow and just working little bits at a time. I try to make it look as natural as possible, and then we'll blend it out. Already that's looking a lot better. My eyebrows are just so sparse. I'm really thinking of microblading them or nanoblading. I feel that's the newer one that's out, just because it would make my life so much easier. I always fill in my eyebrows, can't leave my house without my eyebrows on. And honestly, this is the only product that works for me and will stay all day long. Even if I am on vacation, I'm going in the water, this stays on. But even with the pencil side of this, it honestly doesn't wipe off as easily. So I feel the key to making them look as natural as possible is going a shade or two lighter than your natural color. So this is in the shade Cafe Kitty, and this is a lot lighter than my actual hair, and that just gives a softer look to your eyebrows rather than going in with a black color on my eyebrows. It would just be too bold
and look fake,
which we don't want. You know what it is I really do want to do the microblading, but I can't find someone. So if anyone has any recommendations for someone who specializes in microblading, let me know because I'm on the hunt for someone good. So I'm just blending that out with my spoolie a little bit. Okay, that's looking a lot better. So I also got this brow gel from Refi and I am so excited to try this, but I always put the brow gel once I finished my complete face just because I don't want anything getting attached to it. So we will do this at the end. So the next thing I do is I go in and apply a little bit of eyeshadow, but first I'm gonna go in with my House of Labs concealer to prime them. I just do a little bit on each eye. I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender. So another product that I got from Sephora is the new palette by Huda Beauty, and I am so excited to try this out. My nails, I can't open this. Okay, I got it. How beautiful. This is stunning. Oh my gosh, all these shades are insane. When I saw this in the store, I was just so excited because I feel I never get anything when it first comes out. I also feel none of my eyeshadow palettes look this beautiful anymore. Like once I use it once,
the fallout goes everywhere.
So usually for my eyes, I'm always going towards brown shades just because I feel it makes my eyes
pop a lot more.
I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of a lighter shade first, just at my brow bone. So I will always work lighter to darker. I just find it so much easier to blend. Guys, I think the sun is setting right now, so if you see the light changing a lot, that is because I'm using natural light. Okay, so the next shade I'm gonna go in with for my crease is Brave. So I like to make sure each shade that I apply to my eye is fully blended out before moving on to the next shade. So even if I go in with a second coat, I'll just make sure everything is fully blended out. Wow, this color is so pretty. I feel purples, browns look so good with brown eyes. It just complements them a lot more.
It takes forever to blend, guys.
I mean, honestly, the more time you spend blending, the more natural it looks. So just small circular motions going to the outer corner of my eye. Okay, that's looking good so far. I'm going in with the shade Hope. I'm just gonna pack that on my lid. Looking good. I'm gonna do another coat. I'm just blending the two shades together. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with the other side. And I'm going back in with the same color I used on my crease, Brave, and just blending that together again. Sorry guys, I just had to add a light because it was getting too dark in here. But this is looking so good so far. I already have lash extensions on. If you don't, I would say put on a pair of strip lashes just to intensify the look a little bit more. So I'm going in with shade Hope. So I'm just gonna apply this on my lower lash line so it connects and it's really fluid. This doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to blend this out. A little bit goes a long way with this. So I'm just smoking that out a little bit. Okay, so I always like to do my eyes first and then I will go in with the rest of my face. So the only step left that I have to do with my eyes is put a little bit of lower lash mascara, but I'm gonna wait till I put concealer a little bit under my eyes and clean up this shape a tiny bit, and then I'll go in and apply that. So the next thing I got from Sephora was the Haus Labs foundation, and I am so excited to try this out. I got 2 different shades and I've never done this before, but I'm gonna mix the shades. In the summer I'm a little bit darker, so I'd rather just get something very light and a little bit darker than my natural shade, and I could just mix them and create my shade. So I got a very light shade. I'm gonna be mixing these two together to create the perfect shade on me. So I'm gonna first go in on the back of my hand with like 2 pumps. I honestly don't put a lot of foundation on my face regardless, so a little goes a long way. So I'm just putting the smallest amount of this on, like that is it. I am not putting any more. Let's blend that together and see how that, I mean, that looks beautiful. It actually looks like my shade already. Wow. So the main areas that I focus my foundation on are my jaw and my forehead. I try not to place too much under my eyes because we're gonna go in with some concealer there and I don't wanna make my face cakey. I like a more natural look and I like it to feel like I'm not wearing too much makeup. So of course, everyone is different. I don't like full coverage. This is a full coverage foundation, but I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter by not going in with a ton of foundation. So the next thing we're applying is a little bit of contour. I love the one by Makeup by Mario. It's so good. This is in shade medium. So I just like to apply a little on my forehead and to pretty much create a 3. And I like to blend it upward and into my hairline. So even the contour that I placed on my jaw, I'm just going back towards my ear for this portion and then into my neck. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my concealer and place a little bit on my forehead, going down my nose, on my chin, under my eyes. So this is what it's looking like, and we're gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. So as you could tell, I am just tapping it into place. I am not moving it around just because I don't wanna cover the contour we placed. So I also got this bronzer and highlighter. So I'm so excited to try this out. This packaging is so cute. I'm just placing that over the contour we placed just to warm up those areas. And I do a little bit at a time with this as well, and you could work your way up to more. And just following my jawline and going a little bit down my neck. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender again just to soften any harsh lines. Okay, so the next product I got is a blush from Rare Beauty. Every time I go to Sephora, I cannot get my hands on a Rare Beauty blush. They're always sold out, so I'm so happy that I got this one. This is in the shade Hope. I've tried one from her once, and I think it was the shade Bliss. I finished that bottle so quickly, and then every time I went to Sephora, I could not get my hands on it, so I am so happy. I love blush. The more the merrier for me. Sorry for the lighting change. The sun keeps coming in and out.
This is really golden hour right now, so this is good.
I'm actually obsessed with this right now. This shade is gorgeous. So I'm gonna do another coat because I want more. Blush is the first thing to go, so I want to make sure this stays as long as possible. Oh, maybe I put too much. It's okay, I'm gonna blend it out. I'm just gonna go in with the highlighter from Haus Labs. This is in shade Raw Amber. Just placing a little bit down my nose. So I just did this off camera, but I put a little bit of lower lash mascara and I tight-lined my eyes using these 2 products. So I tight-lined with the L'Oreal Crayon Black Liner. This is one of my favorites. It lasts all day for me. Then I just used my Lancome mascara for my lower lashes. I am so excited to try this brow gel. We are gonna put it to the test. Whenever I'm putting brow gel on, I like to comb it in different directions just so it coats all of the lashes. This brow gel is working amazing so far. I feel like I feel it in place too. I'm so big on eyebrow products. I feel not a lot of them work for me. I think they're supposed to be like a brush on oh it is, look at that. So it creates that laminated look, this way you can mold it exactly into the place you like. How cool. I love that it comes with this. I am totally using this again. So next we're just gonna line our lips with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk in shade medium. So I like to overline the Cupid's bow and then just follow my natural lip line for the rest of it to give off a more natural look. It's looking so good so far. The final step is to add a little bit of translucent powder to set it right into place. So I'm gonna go in with one size translucent powder. So I like to tap it into my beauty blender and then just tap the excess off on the back of my hand and then apply it, just because I don't like to put too much. So I like to do a light coat everywhere before I take a good amount to bake. And this just helps it to stay in place. So I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder for my under eyes. This is to help brighten it. I just like to tap a little bit on the inner corners and I'll let that sit for a couple seconds before I wipe it off. So I'm just gonna wipe this off. Golden hour is hitting at the perfect moment. I am absolutely in love with this look. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!